National anthem, please. His Excellency.
Good morning, friends.
His Excellency, this is Arun Tiwari reporting from Hyderabad. We are uplink with you, sir, on NIC operated satellite link at 768 kbps, and the backup is provided by Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited by the fiber optic line with 512 kbps. I am having with me more than 300 delegates from different countries of the subcontinent and the faculty which has come from the Western countries. May I now request Dr. Somaraju to welcome you.
Good morning, sir. That's Somaraju speaking.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Fine. How this morning? Working very hard.
Everything is fine, sir. I have Dr. Gundu Rao.
Good day to you, sir.
Greetings to you, Gundu Rao.
Thank you.
Dr. Krishnan Raju, sir. Good
Hello,
morning, sir.
Raju. Good morning.
The conference is going on very well, sir. We have about 350 delegates who have come from all over the country and abroad. We have 23 international faculty, mostly from United States, Italy, Switzerland, Pakistan, and Myanmar. And the deliberations have been going on very well. I request you to address my delegates and also the national and international faculty and interact with them.
Friends, I am indeed very happy to be with you all today morning, and I am happy to address the members of the South Asian Society for Atherosclerosis and Thrombosis during their 2004 annual convention. My greetings to the organizers, surgeons, doctors, medical scientists and technologists, pharmacologists, distinguished guests, all the participants of the convention. Cardiac care is a vital health care area for South Asian community. The Association of South Asian Society for the Atherosclerosis and Thrombosis has to provide a leadership in bringing smiles in the faces of cardiac patients. In this gathering, I would like to discuss on the mission towards healthy hearts. I hope you like the subject. Dear friends, when I am in the midst of expert in the field of two very important area of the blood disease. I am reminded of the famous statement by Norman Cousins in his book, Anatomy of the Illness. Patients are today reaching out to the doctor not just for medical help, they are reaching out for kindness, assurance, and hope, unquote. I would also like to share with you a quote in the paper which I came across on the topic, One World, One People, One Surgery, by Dr. D.E. Udvadia, which states, quote, the poorest of the poor have as much right as anyone to less pain after surgery, reduced medication, less morbidity, a shorter hospitalization, and early return to home, family, and work. Minimal access, surgery, and the expensive technology it requires is advocated not as a homage or tribute to the new technology, but in appreciation of the manifold benefits this new technology gives our patients and our people, unquote. This thought has to be the focus of the specialists that today assembled here. And what are the possible solutions? The occurrence of cardiovascular disease is increasing rapidly, particularly in the Indian community. Multi-dimensional solutions are available for management of the diseases based on my discussion with experts. The solution include medicinal treatment using statins, which lowers the cholesterol in the blood by reducing the production of cholesterol by the liver. Statins block the enzyme in the liver responsible for making excess cholesterol. However, one has to be careful about the side effects and take adequate precautions while treating the patients, which you are aware. The second is through angiography and angioplasty using stents. If the heart blockage is severe, valve defect and death of the cells in the heart due to less blood supply, etc., surgical intervention, as you know, will be necessary. What are the future promises for treating the hearts? First, I would like to talk to you the stem cell therapy for future heart ailments, which I believe is one of the important areas. Newer knowledge emerging out of research on stem cells from abroad and India has to be taken note of and studied. Drawings of tens and thousands of stem cell immature cells and are capable of transforming themselves into almost any kind of tissues from the suffering patient and inject them into the heart to simulate the heart repair. In one case, it is reported that the pumping efficiency has increased from 25% to 40% over a period of 4 months. In 2003, successful stem cell procedure that resulted in measurable boost in blood pumping capacity have increased substantially in many countries across the globe. This holds a big promise for effective heart repair for ailing people. Now I would like to talk to you the experience in stem cell in the country. During my visit to various laboratories, I happened to see the beginning of stem cell research for different purposes, including brain research. I would like to share with you an important stem cell research application in the field of cardiology. When I met Dr. P. Venugopal, the director All India Institute of Medical Science, you all know about him, a famous cardiovascular and thoracic surgeon, he told me about his experiences. He said in one of the cardiac diseases where conventional medical and surgical treatment were ineffective because of the affliction of the heart muscle, use of autologous bone marrow stem cells implantation into the diseased heart muscles had been applied in order to improve the function of heart muscle. This kind of application of this procedure is the latest and very few cases have been done in the world. The first time, of course, in India. This is expected to open new frontiers in the treatment of patients for regeneration of heart muscles, thereby giving new hope for the patients suffering from end-stage heart diseases. The New Scientist, as you would have read, the 25th September has reported another remarkable recovery of a heart patient of the John Wolfgang Goethe University of Frankfurt. Of course, for the first time I have come across a warning stating that risk is very high against stem cell solution for every aspect of a human disease. It is reported that large amount of test on animal is needed before applying it on humans, which you may be aware. When we are progressing with stem cell research, it is essential to create a regulatory mechanism regarding the production of stem cell through embryo generated either from human fetus or through cloning in the laboratory. I am of the opinion that use of embryo for stem cell production, any form, should be banned. Now I would like to, very important point I want to share with you on lifestyle intervention. There's a need to propagate the importance of appropriate food habits and lifestyle among the urban population to combat the situation of increased occurrence of heart ailments. Hospitals in the country should take proactive steps to counsel their clients in the family atmosphere for ensuring reduction in the number in the years to come. Another feature which has been noticed is that there's a competition between cardiologist and surgeon in treating heart cases. I hope we have assembled here, none of you in the competition. The ideal practice should be to provide only the minimum essential treatment instead of going for a surgical intervention as a routine management of the disease. It has been reported that the repeated occurrence of heart ailments is caused by diet, smoking, and lack of exercise and uncontrolled diabetes, which you know. All these factors can be controlled by an appropriate lifestyle intervention. I have seen the change of lifestyle pattern practically taking place in Global Hospital Research Center, Mount Abu. There was a joint project of Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Sciences, DRDO, and the Global Hospital Research Center for studying the effects of holistic lifestyle intervention on the patients suffering from coronary artery diseases during the year 97-98. The project involved both control group and the experimental group. The control group was supplied to conventional treatment, whereas the experimental group was supported by an intervention involving the low-fat, high-fiber vegetarian diet and aerobic exercises and meditation. I call it the three-dimensional approach. This three-dimensional psychophysiological mind-body approach in treating the heart patients of the experimental group resulted in dissolution of angiographic plaque and improvement is the microcirculation of blood in heart muscles of the patients. The treatment was also supported by participants of the spouses and other family members of the patient, leading to a unique family system approach to the Medicare. Now I would like to talk to you the progress in treatment of coronary artery diseases. Some of you may be knowing. We have already witnessed the treatment of cardiovascular disease moving from very invasive to less invasive methods. In the 70s, bypass surgery was the big news, as you know. In the 80s, it was a balloon angioplasty, and in the 90s, it was the stent. Now, moving up a step further is a totally non-invasive treatment, external counter pulsation, ECP, which you will be knowing, a truly a non-operative, non-pharmaceutical, safe and effective treatment which has made a big news in the West. ECP is FDA approved and finds reference in medical and cardiology textbooks. Many favorable articles have been published in the Journal of American College of Cardiology, Cardiovascular Reviews Reports, Cardiology, Mayo Clinical Proceedings, Clinical Cardiology, and Journal of Critical Illness, Journal of External Counter Pulsation, etc. The success of ECP can be judged from the fact that in USA, the insurance sector reported that the reimbursement for ECP has gone up by 6%, whereas that the other procedure like angioplasty, bypass surgery, etc. has come down by 7%. Now the treatment is available in most of the leading hospitals of the world. I'm sure some of you may discuss this aspect. In India, ECP is available in CBR Medical Center, Ludhiana, besides Escort Hospital Institute and Research Center, New Delhi. People's General Hospital, Bhopal, Jamnagar also has got. It is well known that following bypass surgery, only 75% patients are symptoms-free for 5 years or more, and only 50% after 10 years or more, as reported my friends. The number of patients having recurrence after bypass, ballooning and stenting is increasing. For them, ECP is the only FDA-approved treatment available, which is documented to increases blood supply to the heart by 20 to 40%, to the brain by 20 to 26%, and to the kidneys by 19%. ECP also increases heart output. More patients now prefer non-invasive treatments. With the improved cerebral circulation, patient may notice improved memory, etc. Your convention may like to study this technique of ECP, external counter pulsation, and I would like to know from you, what are your views? The next area, I would like to talk to you the research in gene chip. Indian population highly susceptible for coronary heart disease, I told you, that too at a relatively young age, irrespective of where they live, whichever country they live. As you are aware, gene chip arrays have tremendous potential to reach goals from identifying genetic variation associated with heart disease, from discovering new drug targets. Recently, I was in Chennai, Dr. Cherian's Medical Center. It is known as the International Center for Biomedical Sciences and Technology. There I interacted with Dr. Emmanuel, who is working in the area of gene chip. He says that gene chip can be used for finding the existence of genetic diseases, including coronary artery diseases in the baby during the certain stage of pregnancy itself. As many as 50 different mutated genes are identified as responsible for heart problems in the Indian population. If a person is not having any of these harmful mutated genes, then he may not suffer from heart ailments. The gene chip is one which on contacting with the blood immediately identifies the mutated genes in the person. Based on this information, proper guidance can be given to the patients and parents. The chip could also be modified to suggest to the patient's system to develop those chemicals, which in turn will help the patient recover from the present situation. It is reported that the gene differences between humans and most animals are very nominal. More than 90% of our DNA is similar. The property is boon to researchers, since animal models can be subsequently used for curing human diseases based on trial data. It has also been found that gene chips can be used for early diagnosis of tremors and their treatment. Integrating molecular biology, cytogenetics, and biochemistry, biochip technology is regarded as one of the important inventions in the research of gene functions. It is the superior to molecular biological technology in terms of speed and accuracy. I would recommend the medical researchers assembled here to progress further in this area for finding the application for a gene chip as a diagnostic tool and as a treatment regime for diseases. Now, I thought of giving a few concluding remarks. As you have discussed, gene chip, stem cell research, and external counter pulsation have application for many diseases relevant to India, particularly cardiac diseases. We have to recognize another potential area of research of nanoscience, which has already entered into a diagnosis and treatment diseases, particularly relating to brain cancer and heart. It is predicted that nanorobots will carry a diagnostic probe and treatment solutions. Finally, The robot will get digested the human system after acquiring the disease. Sometimes I feel that the world may declare the early phase of 21st century as a century of nanoscience research and technology leading to revolution in the human life enrichment. I would recommend the following 5 suggestions for the members of South Asian Society for the 2 important diseases blood related. It is essential to work, number 1, it is essential to work on stem cell research in relation to end stage heart diseases. Number 2, it is essential to identify a specific research area for combating problem associated with atherosclerosis and thrombosis. One of the solution may be a gene chip. You may discuss in your forum. The third is that doctors and teachers, doctors, you all assemble here, you can play another role as teachers, have to propagate the importance of lifestyle change towards fibrous vegetarian food, aerobic exercises and meditation when the patient family reach you. The fourth point, the urban population, the most affected by A and D diseases compared to rural population. Researchers have to identify the exact reason for low and high incidence. And fifth point, every nation of a South Asian countries may have much certain core competence in the areas. This should be identified and combined. The multinational cooperation can lead to projects in medical area for development, production of cost-effective diagnostic tool and medical equipments and medicines. Finally, the clinical data from South Asian nation for a particular cardiac disease, a very important database for research. I would suggest there should be a teleconnectivity between the medical research centers of South Asian countries for sharing experiences. India can help you all. Now, my best wishes to all of you. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. May I now invite some doctors who have come from other countries to this conference. I first invite Dr. Vijay Kakkar. He has come from London. Dr. Kakkar was born in 1937 in Sialkot of undivided India. He went to England in 1961 and rose to the position of the Professor of Vascular Surgery. Dr. Kakkar is Director of Thrombosis Research Institute in London and also set up a similar center in Bangalore. Dr. Kakkar.
Your Excellency, it is indeed a great pleasure and honor for me to seek your advice on some important issues. You have already covered tremendously extensive area and given us the bullet points for our research activities in future. We are extremely grateful. Your Excellency, it is well recognized that India is a teacher in information technology and leads the world. Several groups in Europe are working together to promote and create bioinformatics centers sharing the common knowledge of information relating to gene technology, as Your Excellency you are so aware of. I wonder what steps we are taking to create the similar bioinformatics centers in India and ensuring that we have an opportunity to interact with similar centers in other parts of the world. Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Dr. Vijay Kakkar, before I answer you, I have got a message for the audience who are assembled here. Friends, I have 8 questions from all of you, but I am willing to, apart from the structured 8 questions I have got, another 3 questions from the audience. I would like to take it at the end of answering, discussing the 8 questions. Okay? Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Got it? Okay. Dr. Kakkar, The major issue is we in India, as soon as the information technology took a shape, then Professor M.G.K. Menon team, we formed a Professor M.G.K. Menon team, have brought out the IT policy with 112 recommendations. Government accepted most of them. I personally believe world is entering from the information society to the knowledge society. The knowledge society is driven by innovation. Innovation starts from quality education and the incentive for the innovation. There are certain areas India can definitely contribute to the world community. We have to evolve a mission-oriented organization. Wherever the mission-oriented is in focus, in India we have succeeded. So this experience I would like to share with you, that there is 2 points. Information technology, we had a policy, and also I would like to convey to you, information society is the one part of the society. Now the world is entering into the knowledge society, and knowledge society innovation is going to drive. So some of the Asian countries work together. The evolution of innovation, and because innovation is supposed to add value to the knowledge. So this is definitely, there are many possibilities of cooperation between India and other countries.
Thank you very much, sir.
Next one, I will take it up. Is it Dr. Omar Iqbal?
Yes, sir.
Your Excellency, you have covered up a major portion of this important topic in your address. There is a growing incidence of coronary artery disease in India, and now it is an established fact that Indians are genetically predisposed to this heart ailment. However, corrective lifestyle changes could be made, as you have kindly suggested. There could be some concepts of nutrition, some concepts of reduction of pollution perhaps could be introduced in the educational curriculum. However, I am afraid that these strategies could take a very long time and sometimes may not happen. Will Your Excellency make sure that there could be a prompt execution of these strategies? Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Omar Iqbal, I want to share with you some research work has been done, particularly relating to the recurrence of heart diseases, post-bypass surgery, post-angioplasty and stenting. The 3-dimensional approach just now I was discussing to you are fibrous vegetarian food, aerobic exercises and meditation. I believe nobody else can be a better teacher rather than the doctors who attend the patients. Since you will find the traffic of, as soon as a patient admitted in the hospital, you will find that there is a tremendous number of people, relatives and friends come to doctor and the doctor's team. That's the time we should advocate that how important that 3-dimensional approach, that is, it's proved that 3-dimensional approach, that is fibrous vegetarian food and the aerobic exercise and meditation combination, definitely it gives a relief. For India it suits, and many other countries also it may suit. So I would like to see the cardiac, the doctors and the staff who are in the field of cardiac treatment, cardiac disease treatment, and they should become teachers also, because they will be very effective as teachers when they say they are treating a patient and the relatives will appreciate, okay, this is the problem is happening, so let us change the lifestyle. Okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
Does it answer you?
Yes.
Okay. Next one is I think Dr. Tin Moingai, Myanmar.
it's my great pleasure to be with you and listen to you here with my colleagues here. I'm Dr. Tin Mao A from Myanmar. And it's a great coincidence that my chairman of the country has recently visited to India. Mr. President, sir, I came from Myanmar and we are developing the medical professions for our people. I've seen India has been moving very fast with the medical system, both technologically and professionally. We also have to have the same problem of getting the technology and the expertise as well. I'm wondering whether you could be of any assistance and support to our needs by working together.
Dr. Tin Mayung, I am very happy to meet you. And we had a beautiful discussion with your chairman, Thon Shui, in India. And definitely we have agreed many cooperation. And medical area is one of the area we want to participate as a partner for your country. And we will go all out to see that your people of Myanmar is happy, your people of India is happy. We will become a good partners.
Thank you very much.
Next, Dr. Nasreen Dasi, Alabama, Irani, Alabama.
Your Excellency, it's an honor to be here and have the opportunity, a unique opportunity to talk with you. Our world today is filled with hatred and violence. It's a world we do not wish to leave for our children and grandchildren. My role model is Mahatma Gandhi because he accomplished the impossible through peaceful means. I hate to be political in this meeting, but why is it that the prominent religious leaders in the world are silent and meek spectators of the violence and war? You are like a second Gandhi, and I am wondering if you would be willing to lead the world in accomplishing the impossible.
Thank you, Dr. Nasrin. You have asked a very short question, but I have got a long answer. You don't mind, I suppose? Long answer like this. You know, I have visited almost all the religious leaders in my country and visited them also abroad. Whenever I go, I ensure I visit the religious leaders of various religions. One thing I found, when you enter into the religious leaders' campus, they are beautiful people. They are like a garden. You are entering, lot of flowers, beautiful flowers, fragrance and everything you see. But you come out from the religious centers, you believe as though you have visited an island. Now, what we see, lot of islands, the religious islands. But you'll be surprised, every religion has got two components. That is religious component and the theological component. The theological component talks about compassion and love. So I propose, my team, some of us propose that we have to connect all the religions by compassion and love, then we can transform religion into a spiritual force. Then if you transform religion to spiritual force, you will have a beautiful, beautiful nation and beautiful planet, and our children will be happy and prosperous.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Next is Javed Ismail, Karachi, Pakistan.
Sir, it is indeed an honor and pleasure for me to talk to you in this occasion. Sir, there are not so many opportunity for higher education in Pakistan. Not many students can afford higher education in Western countries. Would Mr. President consider opening up of Indian University for Pakistani students, particularly at the PhD levels? Thank you, sir.
Well, it is Dr. Javak is like this. I believe definitely it is possible. When the SARC countries meet, this can be discussed. I will work for it. I take note of your suggestion. I will work for it. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
The next is Dr. Shanti Mantis, Geneva.
Mr. President, sir, you very clearly explained that about 3/4 of heart disease can be prevented by adopting the correct lifestyles. And indeed, for the developing world, where the epidemic lies mostly at the moment, this is really the only feasible and sustainable solution to the cardiovascular disease epidemic, because for developing economies, as you explained, expensive technology cannot be sustained for a very long time in terms of providing treatment to large populations. So my question to you, sir, is would you, Mr. President, be a role model and a champion for prevention of heart diseases and stroke in India and indeed for the entire developing world by taking the message out of hospitals to workplaces, to schools, and to the public at large? Thank you very much.
Dr. Shanti is like this. In India, All India Institute of Medical Science, Delhi, and also Global Hospital and Research Center at Mount Abu, both have come out, as I was discussing with you all, a three-dimensional model, a lifestyle change that will lead to reduce the incidence of heart problems. However, every cardiology practitioner to become a teacher to the patient, that is what I am advocating. Definitely, I know a lot of cardiology friends, people, doctors and workers in the field. I am available always for them, and definitely we'll become partner and work together many areas and in many countries. Okay. Next is 7, Dr. Umberto Carnelli. Dr. Umberto.
Your Excellency, it's very an honor for me to talk to you, and for sure I will write this on my CV. There is a growing concern about availability of medical help to aged people. You know, people say they respect their elders, but hardly anyone supports them. Mr. President, would you lead an international campaign for the health care of the aged? Thank you.
You know, it's Dr. Umberto, it is really a big mission what you have given me. And I'm encouraging and supporting both national and international agencies. And also I will assist a parliamentary bill in our country to take a shape in taking care of our senior citizens. Fortunately, in India, we have a number of agencies who take care of the senior citizens, but cost has been brought down, and also it is spread in the rural areas. I take note of your suggestion. It's not just one individual, we number of leaders, every country should join together so that we should give our respects to the senior citizens who have contributed to our countries. So I am with you. We have to do something a leadership should be given from many countries, I will be available. I will assist in that. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Dr. Gundurao, Minnesota.
Dear sir, it's a great pleasure and an honor to interact with you this morning. I have read your book, Wings of Fire, many times, and during these readings I have learned that the success comes out of effective leadership, dedicated staff, and support of the government. Similarly, in the management of cardiovascular disease, we need leadership, networking, and a national platform. Sir, combating cardiovascular disease is indeed a very big mission. I'm afraid not much is happening in the developing world to address these issues. We are approaching a human disaster. My question to you, sir, is, as you did with the missile technology development, will you kindly be the mission director so that we can achieve the same success as you did with your Wings of Fire project?
Dr. Gundura, is like this. I'll be completing my tenure as a president by July 2007. I want to go back to my teaching profession. You have given me a suggestion. Definitely, I'll become a partner for some of the tasks related to cardiological problems and combating cardiologic diseases. I will be available for the people, but my profession going to be a teaching after 2007, but I will have some time to participate in this mission of healthy heart mission. Okay.
Your Excellency, I am also retiring in 2007. We shall work together.
Okay. Now, from audience, I would like to take from the audience, I will take 3 more questions, unstructured questions, anything you can ask if you have. Otherwise, I will ask you questions.
Mr. President, it's an honor to talk to you. My name is Sampath Parthasarathi. While Western countries are exploiting Indian medicinal plants, there are enormous scope for Indian medicinal plants to be effective against diabetes as well as heart disease. I would like to know what the government is doing to promote research in indigenous medicines that will help the Indian population.
No, recently I have visited a medical plants, pharma plants, research and R&D plants and production plants in various places in the country, and they have found they are getting the medicines for diabetes, for DNA-based one, and of course for the heart disease also. Some of the medicines in the country, the statin and all, they started making in the country. Definitely, there's a lot more to be done for indigenization of medical medicines, particularly after 2005. India has got a tremendous responsibility in competing. They have to compete in the world market. Definitely, today our drugs are all cheaper. Medicines are cheaper. But we have to make it affordable to the people and rural people. So definitely there is a big challenge for pharma industries. I recently met a lot of scientists in the pharma agency and producers, and I have given a message. The important thing is how do you make medicine cost effective and quality, and also spurious drugs run away from India.
Your Excellency, I am Tripathi Rajavasist, visiting my nation from United States. I'm glad you told that you will invite questions without format. I'm here for one goal, organizing a...
Keep the mic down, slightly down. Yeah.
Can you hear now?
Now, better.
That's good. I'm here to organize a conference in a village, remote village of India for Vaigyanik Jagarukta. This is an effort to attract all the scientists that came from that village and meet together and network. I would like you to participate in this because those villagers that are completely unaware of scientific developments, they would like to see your face. You are an honored person and you are a symbol of scientific development for India. Would you mind accepting my invitation and participating in this Vaigyanik Jagarukta conference?
You are just forcing me to give an answer now.
I would appreciate it.
But one thing I will tell you, we have in September 24th, we have put one EduSat satellite in the orbit, geosynchronous orbit. The idea is, we have got 600,000 villages in India, as you are aware. We want to give the connectivity for education. Definitely, I want to include in the medical care and popularization of health precautions and health care. I would like to advocate through my friends, the medical friends. I take your suggestion, you write to me, okay? Or you send an email on this.
Your Excellency, I would like to come and meet you in New Delhi and
Welcome.
show you all the things. If you can let me meet with you, I'm sure you are aware that Indian system is very different and you are surrounded by many people. That would be very difficult to meet even. So can I get an invitation to meet in Raj Bhavan?
No, I give you a solution how to reach me. Send an email. Okay? Send an email. Okay?
You will receive
you
it.
Send a
Sir.
You send an email, you will get immediate answer, okay?
You are going to get an email within an hour.
All the people know my email. You can www.presidentofIndia.nic.in, okay?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. President. I am Myron Gross from the University of Minnesota, United States, and it's my great pleasure to be able to talk with you and to come to this fantastic country and meet with these wonderful people regarding their major concerns with chronic disease and coronary heart disease. I would like to note for the technology which you so correctly recognize that it will be, I believe, important not only in diagnosis and treatment, but in identifying those individuals who will be at high risk for diabetes or for cardiovascular disease. And given the genetic predisposition, we may well be able to identify those people long before they go to see their cardiologist. And I am hopeful that you will support the development of this technology and early interventions in the population to prevent suffering and disease burden over the long term, and was hoping that you could give a little bit of insight into how you may approach that or be able to support that.
Okay, I'm very happy to see a Minnesota person. Greetings to you. And I have a feeling that the one thing we can do that I was discussing just now in my website, as soon as my talk is over, you go to my website, this lecture, what I shared with you, is available. There I have discussed gene chip, the gene chip. I personally believe the gene chip has got a tremendous potential to identify in diagnostic and also possible treatments. This is the area India should concentrate, and also your country should, you will be knowing some of the areas. The second thing is lifestyle change. This is, we have to advocate in a big way lifestyle change. The combination of the two, definitely we can find a solution. Our both countries can cooperate in this area, okay?
Yes, I think that's quite correct, and I just want to note the sort of interaction between the gene chip being able to, as well as provide diagnostic information, be able to identify people who will be at risk. And I think that early intervention and being able to support early intervention will be very important for this population. I thank you very much for your time and your answers.
Thank you, thank you. Very nice. Over.
So, this is Somaraju sir. Thank you very much for your interaction. Thank you very much,
Mic
sir.
down. Mic down. Down.
Thank you very much, sir, for your interaction. And you have done it in your own style, and I am sure everybody liked it, and they will remember this occasion for a long time to come. Thank you, sir.
Okay, wish you all the best. Anything? All the best. Greetings to you.
National anthem, please.